youngsters, kids, when they've played and they've had that high, sorry, maybe you're not starting next game or you may not even be in the squad next. How difficult is that for you? Because you said the other night it was one of the proudest nights you've had.
Well, when you're delivering good news, it's so easy and it's so wonderful, and you get an incredible reaction. But you have to be prepared in our job to give all the kind of news and messages sometimes. And it is for the best for the team and maybe not for the best of the individual. But you never know, because some decisions that at the time you think they are not good for you, they become the best decision for your career. And I've experienced that myself. So take them, make the most out of them, and we'll see what happens next day.
Tom from London.
Hi, Michael.
Hi.
Miles spoke to our colleagues on Wednesday, and he used the word "our house" to describe the Emirates. I'm curious, is that something that you've kind of instilled culturally, or has that organically come from the players, that tag of the Emirates being our house?
That's the way I feel it, hopefully the way they feel it as well. But to use that language, you really have to feel it. You have to feel that when you get there, your energy level, your desire to defend your house, to threaten anybody that comes very close to that, it has to be your mindset. And if the players feeling that and our supporters feel that, I think we're going to be stronger.
And when you now go away, as you do on Saturday, how does that messaging change, being in enemy territory, for instance? How does that change the wording, if you like, of what goes from our house to their house?
Yeah, we go to a different territory. Obviously, we use a different language to that. But yeah, at the end, the purpose and what we want to achieve in the game is very similar, but the context changes because we are in a different situation.
Simon, Standard.
Mikel, just on the calendar and the fixture issues. Rodri last season spoke quite passionately about players feeling they're at the point where they might have to strike to get their voices heard. Is that when you talk about anything is possible, your kind of fears that people aren't being listened to, take sort of extreme measures to get what you
Hopefully no. If we look after the players' welfare and our supporters, I think we're never going to get to that point. And that's it. And we have to close the window there. We cannot open that window. It has to be closed. It's our most precious value. We have the best league in the world, and we cannot just open any window for anything just to lose that, because we don't respect that and we forget what we are made of and what it makes this game and this league so special. And if we respect that, I'm sure we're going to be totally fine.
Just on Noni, Martin and Kai, you sounded pretty confident on them. That game after international breaks, obviously the North London derby, is your hope that you can have the trio back for that?
Yeah, I'm excited because they are tremendous players. I see them work every single day, how desperate they are to be part of the team, the huge boost that is going to be for the squad to have. And those players, again, available after such a long time. So really happy that I think it's going to be very soon.
James, Athletic.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
I just wondered, when you have a night like you did the other night in the League Cup, where players who played less are making a big contribution, academy players making a big contribution, what impact does that have in the dressing room in the days that follow? Do you see the transformational impact that can have?
Absolutely, and especially when we talk about players that they are starting their careers, because we all been there, and that's something that I discuss with the players. Make sure that when Andre thinks about this day, he knows exactly the date, the team, the hour, and who will play next to that and what actually happened that day, because that's for the rest of your life, and we are all responsible to make that day, that night, very, very special for him. And the other fact, because you play a cup, that you are in or you are out. And if we want to win every trophy, want to be there, we have to be ruthless in every competition. And in order to achieve that, we're going to need any player. And in order to do that, you have to be at your best. And we have a lot of players that play very few minutes. But on -3, Kepa make that save, because every day he trains like a beast. And it's not a coincidence.
You have got a really talented group, a big group as well. Do you have any concerns about sustaining a group of that size in the long term, or do you feel more that this is a necessity and other clubs will be following that example?
Well, because I've been part of that. When I was here at Arsenal, we have an incredible squad. When I was at Manchester City, and you could pick 2 or 3 players per position. If you want to be, or you go to Chelsea's or Liverpool when they win it, they all have it. We don't doing anything special, and thanks God we have it, because we have 5 or 6 players out, big players out. and we are having to use other kind of solutions as well, and the team remains competitive. So very necessary. I don't think you get away at that level with anything else than that.
Okay, we'll do the last couple in the as live. Firstly, Phil at the back for PA.
Just one more on the fixture congestion. Is there an easy fix? Because obviously it's a topic that comes up season after season. Is there an easy solution to it?
No, probably it's not easy, but it has to be doable, because if we are putting something that is not doable, then what are we doing? So it's doable for sure, so let's do it in the best possible manner, respecting players and supporters, that's it.
And just in terms of Arsenal's form at the moment, when you go on a run like this, 8 wins in a row, 6 clean sheets, I mean, the confidence in the cap must be so high. Is there a feeling, that Arsenal are unstoppable at the moment?
No, because you always have that sense of urgency, and you see the complications and the challenges that the next opponent is going to bring you. And we know that, and every 3 days with very little time to train and prepare, we always have to be like this. And I see everybody in their toes, ready for the next game, and accepting that challenge and understanding that the opportunity is there as well. And if we do what we have to do, we have a big opportunity to win again.
James, ESPN.
When does the title race start for you?
I don't know. For you, in pre-season already. So for me, it's the first day in pre-season, just trying to prepare the team and individuals in the best possible way, and go game by game, because it's going to be so long.
There seems to be a real belief among the players that they can win it this year. I mean, do you encourage them to talk about it openly, or do you kind of shut it down? How do you treat that around the place?
Yeah, but we have to focus on the journey and what we have to do every single day. Fixing the outcome, of course, we want to win it, and the preparation is towards that. Great. And now you have set all the protocols, processes, ambitions, everything, but now you have to focus on what you have to do. If not, you get distracted with the rest, and I don't want any of that in and around the team.
Because after finishing second for 3 years, it would be easy maybe to think there's a ceiling, we're never going to get there, but they seem to have been able to kick on past that. How have you done that?
Because at the end you learn that the margins at the end to achieve it or not are multiple. So it can be that an opposition player is 1-against-1 against the keeper, he scores that goal, you are champion. The other keeper saves it, you are not champion. It can be other injuries, it can be other decisions, it can be a mistake of mine, it can be that many factors that we cannot control that outcome. What we can control is what we can do the best, that's it.
Talking about Son.
Talking about a lot of things that can happen.
He's the one you're thinking of, though.
So it's a lot of factors that has to go your way. You can do a lot of great things, and still a lot of things have to go your way. And the injuries and the plays that you have to play, and they have to be there, and the personal lives have to be perfect, because if not, it can unbalance. It's so many things, guys, and it's still so long. And we've seen already the turnaround in the league, and if you go to the Champions League, is the same. Other league is the same. We are in a really specific context at the moment, and let's focus day by day.